when I first opened the new group, everything was, I have to do it from the scratch. Everything, even the meditation classes, dream decoding, even the groups, even who will help me, because no one is putting in a right way the dream decoding. I have to call each and every person to ask their Atmasthiti or what you're thinking, what you asked the question. That was hard for me because already, so many people, even the creating the groups, making them join, you're talking about every little thing and giving the classes and doing every little thing. It took for me almost a month to find the volunteers and to train them. And then train them also, you're talking about, I have to take hours of time to give the training people. And some timings are America timings, some timings are India timings. They don't match for the volunteers. I have to do separately again. So, and then I'm working. And then I have 3 children. And then, the spouse also, they will have their own demands. So out of all those, I have to control everything and do it. I have to give justice to the work, justice to this, justice to that, justice to this. It took a month, but but the people, the old people who were working, who are real volunteers, who are there for me all the time, all those people suddenly became busy. They said they can't help me. I was so surprised. Then Hanuma told me, this is a test for you. And then at the same time, when I came to why I'm telling this is, I became little, I don't know, the topic just came and I thought of sharing. When I first started the Way to Moksha, they tested me. They didn't give me directly Way to Moksha. You guys are thinking that that was gone and I got it. No, when I showed their faults, they started testing me. Those tests you're talking about, high level of tests. You should, I had, me and my husband had identity theft. They took the phone numbers, even the phone number is new. Once I came to WaytoMoksha, even my bank accounts are new. You know what the account numbers I got? The total 8. Everything I got 8. Even I didn't ask, that's what the bank gave me. I have 4 or 5 companies. All of them I got bank accounts, 8 total. And then suddenly I see the money in the bank than ever before. And then means before the test, when the test happened, all the accounts became 0 because they came after everything. When they took our passwords, our things, everything was identity theft, even our phone passwords, everything gone. So even you're talking about CD money, stocks, even kids 401k or kids education, everything they touched. So when you go to the Think Bank or see any screen you open, it's 0 balance. Imagine how is our situation. But we both, me and my husband, we both laughed at each other. We both went out for dinner. We hugged each other and slept. It didn't bother us. Not even 5 minutes disturbed our sleep. So we slept, and then I said, okay, if you give me, I'll help others. If not, I have the house, I have the children. They can easily pay their bills and they study. They can study. I don't need to support them anymore. Anything. So even my older one, he's just joining in the medical college, but he can take the loan and he can pay off and study. We are confident on that. That is what I told the God. Okay, they can pay. They can be on their legs. I don't need to do anything. My other 2 boys, undergrad, it's all the 3 boys are studying free right now. We don't pay anything to them. And then my older one going to medical college, that is little. The one college is not expensive, local one, but the Cleveland Clinic he got, that is little expensive, but he can pay himself. And what we eat, the same thing, that sambar and the curries, right? That is not expensive. Already we both work, so we can easily sustain and survive. No big deal. If I have extra money, I can help extra. I can do things extra. I can travel or whatever. So it's okay, no big deal. We can still travel what we get right now monthly. So this is what I said, and I'm fine. We both are laughing, we both are doing nothing. And then, but we went to the bank and did some paperwork. More than me, my husband did actually a lot of paperwork to that. Like every credit card, they almost charged on the credit card $250,000 or just on the credit card. Forget about our banks. So he has to call each and every transaction and then tell this is not we did. So he spent a lot of time, more than me. And then I told him, looks like this is your karma. So test to me and karma to you. Then he's like, what are you thinking? Both our money is gone. Your account money also gone, but I'm not going. So,
Got it. Yeah.
so, so now we got all the money back. Everything we got back, penny to penny. I think we got little extra also because some things bank and the credit card both paid. Now we need to go, and that is also test, I think. My husband said I'll go and report that. So he has to fill the paperwork to give someone, whoever decides to take one, we have to give it back. But I'm saying that's what I told, my husband, we got extra. See how it works, they're really testing us. So
Mm.
everything I got 8 now, including my number, either 9 or 8, because 9 is spiritual number, 8 is moksha number. So
Mm.
so that itself shows I got a transformation. So why I'm telling this is for your life, when you see these things, you need to know that this is a test, and masters are doing the transformation. You don't get the transformation just like that. They will test you. So to give the moksha, way to moksha is the highest of highest, right? Then they tested me highest of the highest. Heart attack test they did. Yeah. So that is exactly what they do with you. The test will be more and more when your transformation goes more and more. Even before also I got the tests. But those are all like nothing comparatively to this one. Everything they attacked me. Even in India, I had in the family attack. Everywhere I got the attack. The way to moksha time. I was like, okay, I was smiling for everything. It didn't. But what happens is in the family, if you're smiling, what they say? దీనికైతే సిగ్గే లేదు అంటారు. Exactly, right? They think you
Yeah.
don't have a shame because you're laughing for everything, you don't care of everything. So that goes in a different way. But it is okay. It does not bother me. I am who I am. So that is the status we all have to go. It does not matter what the other people think or the society think of me. I am who I am, what I am from my heart, from my soul. I exactly know what I think and what I do, what I talk. If they think, if they say that I said in a different way, or I said to someone else goes and tells this commonly happens in the families or friends. One friend goes and tells about us, oh, Ani said this, and they get mad. Oh, how can she says that? So I know what I said exactly and how it went to in other way, right? So sometimes people could be jealous too with us. That's why the bad eye, all these things, evil eyes, all these things are there. Jealousy is there. So sometimes, if the other person is jealous, it instantly it happens the damage. But it's okay. Don't think that is a damage. It's a test, and you can call them back and say, you know what? That's not what I said. If you want to take it that way, and it is, there will be a suffer to you because the other person feels bad that this person said, who is suffering? The other third person is suffering. Second person told she's happy. We are happy because I know I didn't say that. The second person is the one suffering. So we do need to let them know you're the one suffering. The things I didn't do, you are suffering. And the person who told you, they are happy, I am happy. Why you are suffering? You know the truth that you are not that person. So be happy. So we have to say that. But this is commonly happens in most of the families or friends or everywhere. I see that because people always tell me this is what happened. Someone came and told my husband is mad at me. This is especially the newly wedded people. This happens more because husband does not know about the wife does not know about husband. So many misunderstandings happen. Those also you have to do very carefully. You have to handle them extremely carefully. Otherwise, you will suffer and the husband will suffer because the husband wife relation is you are in the house every single minute. If it is sisters or family or friends, does not matter. They are in their house, they are suffering. It does not matter to us first, anything. But in the family, it matters. So that's why you have to check if it is a earthbound souls or if it is a karma or if it is what it is or a test. You have to practice and release it. So everything, friends, your life is in your hands. Everything you can design your life and you can live happily. This I faced myself. Now According to me, nothing can take my smile. Anything could happen. I'm not saying nothing will happen to me. There's two different things, remember, because before opening the Way to Moksha, you know what I went through. So there is no such thing as you won't get the hardship, but learn how to smile out of that. Learn how to sleep. Never lose your sleep on it. So these are the two things. The promise I gave you is I never said you won't get anything, any challenges. The only promise I will say it, you will live happily if you listen to my classes every day, or if you follow this practice, not the listening. Sorry, that's a wrong word I said. You have to, if you practice this, you will live your life happily. Happy living is different from having money or not having challenges. Those are all different. I'm not saying you will be in richest. How many richest people? How many the best husband people are happy? How many best children and the best husband or have money are happy? The thing, even though spouse is not great, even though children are not great, you will be happy. That promise I can give you if you practice. Because everything we do for happiness, what else we need? Everything. Oh, I need 1 more million. If I get 1 more million, I'll be happy. If I get this job, I'll be happy. Were you really happy when you got that job? No. Again, you look for something else. If I have a baby, I'll be happy. Oh, if my baby grows, I'll be happy. If my baby marries, I'll be happy. When baby marries, then if my baby married, if they have a baby, I'll be happy. If they get graduated, I'll be happy. Oh, I want to die after I see my Munimanmalam weddings, right? So my grandchildren wedding. So why all these? What makes difference when we leave the body? For me, it does not matter if I. Someone asked me. One of my cousin asked me a question. Oh, Akka, if you die today, my kids were very young at that time. 2.5. My twins were, I think, 2.5. My older one was 3.5, 4-year-old. So they're only year and a half apart. So if the God comes and says, I'll take you today, I'll give you moksha, will you go? I said, I'll go happily. What about these children? I said, I become a God. Don't you think so? I can help them, I can take care of them. I'll give a better mother than me to those children. That is called knowledge, friends. That is called higher level of thinking.
Okay.
Why you're worried about the
Yeah.
death? Why you're worried about the things differently happen? Just going to Sharanagati. Don't worry about the fears of money, fears of this, fears of that. The minute you lose, for example, you lost a lot of money. For example, really you lost. When you are completely cool, when you don't bother about the money, you get it back. I got it back. Some of them within a week. Some of them within 30 days. Because it didn't bother me. So the test passed. That means even if I have karma, the karma will dissolve right then and there. Even my husband was not nagging or upset. He was coolly doing every day. He works like, 10 hours. He comes home and then doing that paperwork, calling until 12, 1 o'clock. I'm on these sessions and he's calling and talking to the credit cards. So you have to do what is in front of you as a person, what you're supposed to do. You just do and go. Just you do it. What is, see what I said? When my boy fell in the water, I'm only thinking of what to do next. Nothing else. When you get the cry or fear or the tension or stress or even bother, if you think I'm never going to see this kid again, right? Don't even think that. You can see whenever you want. You can go to those lokas and play with him whenever you want. That is called knowledge. That is called Sharanagati. That is called the trust on God, trust on the universe, trust on yourself. So we all have to live the way to moksha, people. Everybody promised me, everybody has to live and came to this status. I mean, I worked hard last 15 years. I've been working on this, not one day. But it took time for me to came who I am, what I am. Since the childhood, I am spiritual person and I know I came to teach all these things, but still I faced every little thing what you all together faced, what you faced, I faced alone. Then finally they told me those are not karmas. You purposely bought all those to experiences it to teach others. I was like, oh my God, why you would have taught me in the dreams itself? That's your own design. What do we do? Oh my God, I was like, but I'm happy that I did that because I feel every time you guys, someone calls me and says, I can't, I'm not able to have children, or I have this issue, or, any issue, if they say, I experienced it. So I can easily answer. I can feel your pain. I really want you to come out of that. I really know the answer because how I came out, I know. So I have answer for everything. That is the reason I can answer for everything because I have experienced it. That is why it is hard for a sadhu when you go and say, talk about husband wife relation issues because he never experienced. But spiritually, he can answer you most of the stuff. But if you experience, bhautikam, like physically, I can answer, spiritually, I can answer. Both I can answer. So I'm glad that I faced all that. I'm glad that I'm able to answer everything. I'm glad that we have the Hanuma with us for WaytoMoksha. He's guiding every single minute. Every question I have, if I think a question, oh, what is this? How I'm going to do that? This I have, then I get an answer. So no one was helping me. All the people who were masters before, who were with me last 3 years, no one helped me. Then I asked the Hanuma, why you gave all this? Why you expect me to work alone? Why I'm doing this alone? Why they're not working? What is the reason behind it? I asked that question and slept. Then the Hanuma came, sat with me and said, he was like smiling like crazy. Why you smiling? I was literally fighting with him. He said, um, I want the new people to do the seva because they have lots of karmas. I want those karmas to dissolve. Seva is the best way to dissolve the karmas. So I want teach them. I'll give you the time. I'll give you everything you need. I'm with you. Don't to step back. Go forward. You will get the people, right things, and you will have the time to teach them. So I want the new people to work on this, not the old. So when the old people, if they're working because they're experienced, I will always depend on them. I won't make the new team. I won't give you guys the work. I had everybody actually, even the video editors, everybody I had 50, 60 people of team doing different things. Everybody were trained well. So why will I choose the new people? I won't even bother to ask you guys, right? That's what he told me. He said you will have this time even double the people than before. Everybody needs help. They need to do the same. So you teach them. I'll give you the work. I'll give you the time for you to teach. I'll do everything for you, help you. You go ahead and do. That's why now, see, we have like almost 60, 50, 60 people just in India itself. And we have so many people in America too. And we are gauging more and more people towards America. Every time I do retreat, I get another 10, 15 people because I will know by looking at them that who are what. Then I immediately say, okay, you give me your number, you can do this, you call me. Then they say, okay, and then they call me. And then, India also, wherever I traveled, then I went to Pitapuram. I found one or two persons there because I personally spoke to them, even Anaga, all these people, like, everybody I got because of that reason. So even the best of best Anusha, all these people are like Hindu, everybody I got from the retreats and also from the traveling in India. So even when we are doing this April retreat, I'm expecting a lot more people will come. Like I'm telling you, if you can even work 10 minutes, 5 minutes of your time in a week also, that will comes under seva, friends. You don't need to do hours together. But if you put more time, the God is with you more time. So doing, helping others, doing seva to God, right? Manava seva, Madhava seva, we have that. So you are not helping Anuma or Hanuman. You are helping the people around me, the universe seva that is. I'm also doing universe seva. But what I'm getting by doing this, spending so much time of my time, personal time, because I am improving myself. My dreams are getting better, and my soul light is even getting even more brighter and brighter. So even my level of talking, the way I talk, the way I do things are better. So I'm doing this for myself, but it is giving me Atma Trupti. I never got this. I experienced everything in my life, famous, money, everything I experienced, even. But the Atma Samtrupti or ultimate happiness, I'm getting through the way to moksha, not even before. This is the ultimate thing I'm doing. These are the people I want to travel with. And you guys became before the family, actually, because where my mom says you're not even spending any time with me, continuously you're on the phones or you're traveling or doing this. Then I said, what do I do? They became first to me. Then my mom said, yeah, they are first to you right now. I can see that. All my sisters, everybody complains you're not spending any more time with us. Even when we come to spend time with you, you are doing something or the other. Sometimes I sit seriously with the book and pen. I'm doing the dream decoding. They go crazy. So, I mean, I don't mind whatever, thinking is, because that's only uppar muchatlu, like general things, that is not the universal seva. So it is, for me, it is waste of time. So I just say hi, hug, kiss, and then that's it. And then I go on my work. So that's what happening in my life, because that is the dream for everybody, all of you. I want you to become next Hanuma 2, Hanuma 3, Hanuma 4. So all of you. That is how we need to lead our life happily